Good morning, guys. This is George. Hope you're all well. All right, let's try and see what we can do. Oh, there's 6 people. Okay. Right, 6564 is going to be the set. And then what we are going to be doing is just quarter turning both dice, quarter turning both dice. And there are Z axis. And we're ready. Here we should be. Dice out. One, 6. Okay. Double pitch. Middle finger. Nice. Two, 6. That's a secondary. So from a 6564, we're gonna go 6462. Dice. 3, 2, 5. That's a double pitch. Hey, Sean. So first hit. Hi, Mel. Good morning. So from a 6462, we're gonna go 6263. They belong to the same dice family. Dice out. That's a 6-5. That's explosion right. Don't like that. And then the last set from a 6263 is a 6365. That's it's a 1, 3, 4. That's implosion of the right die. That's our second hit. And we come down. 160 across or 155. So we finished with the 6s. Now we go to the 5s. And we'll start with the 5, 3, 5, 1. That's a 5, 4, 9. The 4 I didn't like. The 5 is what we need. We need a 5 right. Hi John. Good morning. So this is hit number 3. We are already regressed. From a 5, 3, 5, 1, we're just going to rotate and rotate on the Z axis, 5, 1, 5, 4. There's 2, 4. Okay, so that's secondary on axis. 2, 4, 6. You go the 2 out of it. The 4 is on axis, facing us. So that's hit number 4. I'll press again. I reach. Then it goes 5, 4, 5, 6. We're here. Rotate, rotate, 5, 4, 5, 6. Nice out. Three, 1, 4. Didn't like that one. That's a primary, I guess. Hey Ashish, how are you? That's hit number 2, 4, 6. So we should have one more here. And the last set is a 5, 6, 5, 3. There's that. That's a 6, 5 yo, secondary. Alright, so now we go to the 4s. And we can start with the 4, 6, 4, 5, I guess. And we'll be rotating both dice this way. So 4, 6, 4, 5. Dice up. That's a 2, 6, 8. It's a drift. Both dice drifted. And lots of front line winner. We're at 7 hits. I don't. 4, 6, 4, 5. We're going to go to 4, 5 for 1. Dice up. Come on, 1, 6. That's a reset. For the ATS, it's okay. So it's a 4, 5, 4, 1. Dice up. It's a 5, 1, 6 primary. For 1, for 2. Dice up. Eight. 2, 6, 8 drift. Takes us to 4, 2, 4, 6 anyway. Dice up. It's a 4, 2, 6 inclusion of the right die and a front line. So we're at 9 hits. Okay, so we go to the 3s now. 2. 3, 2, 3, 1. Dice out. That's a 4, 5, 9. The 5 was explosion, we don't like that. Three, 1, 3, 5. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. Secondary, we like that. That's 10 hits. We're gonna come down. This is the second regression. Presenting the dice. So we go 3, 5, 3, 6. Dice out. Heart 6. That's a primary. Hit number 11. And then the 3, 6, 3, 2 being the last one. Dice out. 5, 3, 8. That's the explosion of the left die. That's it, 12. Okay. Then we go to the 2s. 2, 3, 2, 6. Dice out. 3, 6, 9. That's a primary. And a frontline winner. Okay. Let's hit number 13. So we started with a 2, 3, 2, 6. Rotate the dice, 2, 6, 2, 4. Dice out. That's a 5 and a 5. Okay, heart 10, 5, 5. That's a primary. We've got no skin in that game. So from a 264 we go to 2421. Daiy. Let's say 369 primary. Let's hit 14. Two, 1, 2, 3. Being SJ's set. That's it. That's it. 549. Second. Hit 15. We go to aces now. Ace 5, ace 3. Daiy. It's like I knew it. Perfect double pitch, 6-1. With a 2-3. From an ace 5, ace 3. They stayed the axis, but they double pitched. Perfect. I'm not complaining. This was a good roll. You can cash out now if you want to. I don't think we're going to get the same one again. All right, let's do it again. Ace 5, ace 3. Let's fix the middle finger, because whatever we've done up to now in terms of the sevens, it involved misplacement of the middle finger, and I kind of felt it when I was about to throw the dice. I thought to myself, let it just go. Let's focus on that middle finger. Here we go, dice out, ace 5, ace 4, ace 5, ace 3. For 2, that's explosion of both dice. We're on the 6. Ace 3, Ace 2 is going to be the next one. There we go, dice out. Heart 6, that's implosion right. And a frontline winner. Okay, from an Ace 3, Ace 2, rotate to an Ace 2, Ace 4. Dice out. That's a 5-4-9, which is a double pitch again, or a side pitch because I can see the aces. 5-4-9. And then the next one is an Ace 4, Ace 5. Surprise, surprise. Dice out. Six, 2, 8. 5, Ace 4, 6, 2. The 2 was exploding. Okay. That gives me my 2 hits, which I need to come down comfortably. Do my 160 cross. Now we start back with the 6s. So it's going to be 6-2, 6-3. Nice. That's a 2-4-6. That's a double pitch. That's hit number 3. Why it doesn't come up, but it will come up eventually on the screen. 6-3, 6-5. Nice. You son of a gun. 1-6. Misplaced in Streamyard. guys, that was a short one. Hope you guys, yeah, to the cage. I would do that. All right, so we're beginning to see some sort of a pattern whereby we're double pitching a lot, but staying on axis, which is good. If you recognize that, then it is safer to say, okay, I'm going to start with an original set, and depending on what the action is on the dice, whether it's left or right die over, how should I put this, over rotating, I would actually do that. So it's a 1, 4, 6, 5. I'm double pitching the left die. Mechanics do evolve, they do change throughout the roll. 1, 4, 6, 5, dice out. Three, 5. So I just demonstrated to you that we double pitched back to original set. The original set is a 6, 3, 6, 5. We double pitched the set to a 1, 4, 6, 5, and the dice, they over rotated back to the original, they self-corrected kind of thing. So this is the idea of becoming more experienced with what you're doing with your dice sets. So we were on a 6, 3, 6, 5. I know at some point it's going to become impossible for me. 6, 5, 6, 4 is going to be the next one. We're going to double pitch it to a 1, 2, 6, 4. Here we go. Heart 10. 5, 5. That was what? 1, 2, 6, 4. 6, 5, 6, 4. Okay, implosion of the right die. 5, 6, 4. We go to 6, 4, 6, 2 set, which becomes a 1, 3, 6, 2. Primary 1, 6. That's not a good result, is it? Got caught. All right, so maybe an overreaction. 6, 3, 6, 5. It's just quarter turn 1 die. 6, 3, 2, 6. That's it. Heart 4. number 1. Six, 5, 3, 6. Oh, come on. 2, 5. So I was exploding one of my dice. No, imploding. 6, 5. 6, 4. 2, 5 is facing away from me with the implosion right. Alright, lost a lot there. Time for some hard ways. Changing landing zone and doing the best we can, I guess. Here we go. Starting set 6, 5, 6, 5. Why? Because if I go one off axis, I'm going to attract either a 4 or a 3, which should give me a box number, any box number. Unlike other people who have a come out game, I just want to establish a point. There we go. Dice out 6, 5, 6, 5. 5, 4, 9. The 4 being off axis. Here we go. 6, 5, 6, 5. Six, 4, 10. Dice out 6, 5, 6, 5. 5, 1, 6. That was axis. I did not like that landing at all. Here we go, 6, 5, 6, 5. One, 4, 5. I'll take the 4. That's 2 hits. Dice out. Dice out. 6 to 8. Another secondary axis. Number 3. Coming down. 160. Six two, dice out. From the sides, 4-3. With a 6-1 as well. Okay. So what did I do wrong? I pushed the dice.
Watch what happens if you push the dice with the thumb.
4-3. All right. Just open this up. There we go. That's not working.
So we're gonna go to 3-2, 3-6. See how that behaves. It's an explosion friendly set. It's a set that I know inside out, I guess.
That's a hard 6, I guess. That's the easiest result. Primary on top. Two, 3-6, dice out. It's a 1-3 implosion. We still got the 3 going on for us. So that's good rotation.
Five, 1, 5, 3.
Six, 3, 9. Double pitch. 2 hits. 160 again, 155. To 623. Nice. How can you do that with such accuracy to double pitch? That's a 2, 1, 2, 3 base. Wow. 2, 1, 2, 3. That's how they landed. From a 2, 6, 2, 3 to 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 5, 3. Sorry. Oh. Shooting from the deck, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a style which I used to do, John. You know, this is how I started shooting from the deck, and if you shoot from the deck, there are a few things that you cannot do. All right, let me just put some bets down and I'll try and explain.
I'm not saying this happens to everyone, but for me, this is what happens. If I shoot from the deck, it means that the energy that I'm going to start giving the dice comes from the back, from the thumb. And that means that I'm going to split my dice open. I'm going to push them and split them open. If I'm using hardware sets, for example, hardware sets, this is not good. Splitting them open exposes 2 sevens which are on the side, the best sevens, but still. If you use V sets, like a 3, 2, 3, 6, the worst thing that you can do is to go off axis, because most of the sevens are actually off axis. So what do? You do a backswing, which loads with energy your dice from the backswing itself, and the thumb becomes very passive in terms of pushing the dice. Well, that's the idea. In reality, I tend to screw that up, so we get the results that we get. All right. Here we go, 5, 3, 1, 3. Same set as a 3, 2, 3, 6, but just a quarter turn.
5, 1, that's a primer. That's how we started. With a hard 6 in the previous one, so. Here we go.
3, 5, 3, 1 is going to be the next set. And we're just going to quarter turn it here. 2, 3, 6, 3, which is a Sarge. Used to be a Sarge set. 2, 3, 6, 3. Now what I'm hoping to catch is either a 3 or a 4, but separately. Nice up.
2, 4, 6, secondary. front line. That's hit number one. I don't need another one. That was a very strong hit. I'll come down, do my 160 and off, up and off.
6-2, 6-4 is going to be the original set. Quarter turn to 5-6, 3-6. What we want to catch is an ace or a6 separately.
We caught the ace, ace-2. The 2 was explosion of the right die. We don't like that, but
So just to summarize what I was saying to you before, 3-1, 3-2 becomes a 6-3-5-3. I'm not against it. There are some advantages to shooting from the deck. One of the biggest advantages is that you are not experiencing the transition between the muscles, which is the agonist muscle becoming the antagonist muscle at this point, where from trying to stretch the muscle here, this one takes over, or vice versa. And that sometimes creates this, I don't know, like a vibration in the hand, which causes the dice to double pitch as they're leaving your hands. And you don't get that with shooting from the deck because you're already here. So there is only one action that your muscles are required to do, and that's the forward action. Here you have to go through this action and then switch muscles and then go forward. And at this point of transition, that's where most problems happen. All right. Sorry if I'm boring you. 6-3-5-3. Dice up.
yeah, 6-1. Another explosion of the right die. It's a come out. Okay. We got lucky there.
So we were on 6-3-5-3. Our dice came out like that. We're gonna go here now. 1-4-2-4. Dice out.
Five. That's a primary.
Back to original sets, 3-6-3-5, because we're not seeing any 3s or 4s in the result.
There's a 4. There's a 3. 3-4. Still on a come out, but
Alright, so we're getting there. 2-3, 2-1. Same family of sets. If I'm gonna double pitch, it should be a 2-5-7. But if I don't, it should be a 369 or a 145, 415. Yes. 5-4. Okay. Even worse. That was off axis. Got the 5 to save us, but got the 4 as well. Okay, here we go. Alright, thanks, John. Takes us to 1514. Five, 1, 6. Secondary. Okay. So what did we have? We had one strong hit. This is the second one. Okay. 3531. Nice out. Double pitch, 3-4. Jesus Christ. You have to admit, I am very consistent today on double pitching. Oh, crap. Problem is, you cannot go to hardware sets unless you go to your 7 set. Here we go. Let's do that. 6, 4, 1, 3. Dice out. Hard 10. That's a drift. Hard 8 facing, so that means that we have down pitched again. Five, 4, 2, 3. Primary, Jesus Christ, 3, 4, 7. Wow. It's not giving me a chance. All right, secondary V sets, 3, 2, 1, 3. Four, 2, 6. Explosion of the right die. Dies out 3213. Aces, unexpected, implosion, left. Dies up. Two five implosion right. I have to rebuy now. It's doing quite well, but unfortunately not so right now. Dies out 6-5, 6-4. Four one. Two four 2-1. Three 6. Primary. 2-3, 2-6. Two 6-8. Secondary. 3. Or 2 for 6. Six to 8. Implosion both. 6, 3, 2.
Two, three, five. Front line.
Six, 2, 6, 3.
There's 3, 2, 5. Implosion on both.
One, 3, 1, 2.
There's a 2, 5. Where are we at? 65. Last one coming up. There's a hard 8. Four, 1, 2, 1. So 1, 3, 4.
One, 5, 3, 5.
2, 4, 6. 3 hits. Down. Two, 6, 4, 6. Boxcars, that's a primary. I think it's first of its name, right? Yeah. Four, 6, 4, 5. Oh. Explosion, right, 6, 1. That's gonna be it. 70 rolls is good enough or bad enough, I guess. So let's stop there. Very quickly to stats. Boxes were at 70, 55 inside, 4s and 10s low. Horns very low. 6s and 9s against, but 7 outs were just kicking my ass. 4.7 SRR, SR 6.4, so yeah. I'm so sorry guys. Let's go to Crapsee. I am so sorry if people were not making money. I actually came up for air. Mel is up, well done Mel, from original bankroll. Marble is up. M House 6754 is up. Cheap Pono up 344. Axe of Death. Alright, 10% up. Justice. Hey Jen, good to see you. Hope you're having a great time on your holiday. 10% up. 28 Crabs up 5%. Sir Win. I'll take that. That's 30% up. Glen, Texas. Alright. That's, I don't know, 20%. 22. Teddy's up. No, he's down. $12. Not bad. Father Time. 1. Bankroll down. Cetra is down 2 from 2003.55. So yeah, basically we didn't do that well. 10 out of 36. Sorry guys. We started really well and then went downhill so quickly. Mrs. Big Money, I do apologize to the Big Money family. Coffeeland is down. Sean is at the bar. Buster is down. Don is down. Uncle Hoku. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm buying. I am buying basically. Alright, so guys, thank you so much for joining. I do apologize for the bad rolls, which followed that 23, which was really nice. I really enjoyed that roll, but after that, hey, things happen. You're welcome, John and Mel and everyone else. I apologize for the bad rolls. Have a great time. Rest well. I shall catch you on the next one. Dice Route.